All right. Hello, everyone. How are you today? It's Kay. So this is the 31st of March. This is the last day of March and on Thursday. So let's check some charts together, Forex pairs and some other markets. Maybe we can look at the gold or Bitcoin and also give my impressions on the markets using Ichimoku Kinko Hyo. So let's get started right now. Okay, so let me switch the screen. There you go. Okay, and as a quick disclaimer, as usual, all the contents here is all based on my own experience for educational purposes only. So when you take trades, please do at your own risk. And also, since this is live stream, if you can please follow the rules and guidelines, that will be great. Because after all, we are all here to learn. And quickly also, I don't do any SNS. I only use Twitter, but that's it. I never do Telegram, Instagram, Facebook, or I never send direct messages through the SNS. So in case if you receive any messages from me by SNS, please be careful because they are all fake. Okay, so let's start now. So before starting, as a quick introduction of myself, because I've seen that many new members are joining in my YouTube, so let me quickly introduce myself. So my name is K, just like a letter K. This is my name, K-E-I, that's K. And I am a Japanese Forex trader full-time. And this is my main source of income. And also, I live in Dubai right now. I came here to Dubai last July. But before, I was in Tokyo and trading for over 8 years. This is my 9th year. Time flies. And I have been doing this for my life work. And so in my YouTube channel, my main message for everybody is to help you become a non-losing trader. Because you know, this is the way to become profitable, actually. Profitable. Whenever you want to become profitable, you look for some winning strategies. You look for the big profits to keep winning the market. But actually, based on my experience, once I master this part, non-losing mindset, then it actually helped me a lot to become a profitable trader. And that's why in my YouTube channel, I don't really talk so much about entry, exit, and this is my winning strategy. I don't really say that, but I will talk more towards the risk management and psychology management also. So yeah, so that's my YouTube channel. So hopefully you can learn something new on today's live stream. So let me say hi to everybody quickly and get into some charts now. So let's see who's here first. All right, Kairul and Sulaiman, thank you for joining. Great to see you. Rajan, thank you for joining as well. Great to see you. He says, I wanted to know that Ichimoku charts work for stocks also, or it works only Forex trading, please, Brad. Yeah, Ichimoku works on stock market and index and Forex. And also cryptos, it works. Originally, Ichimoku was created based on the stock and index trades. So it should work on these areas. But for myself, I only trade Forex. Sometimes I trade gold, but not recently because it's ranging. But mainly I trade Forex by using Ichimoku. But originally, it was created to trade the stock and index. Yeah, so it works. All right, David and William, thank you for joining as well. Great to see you. Marcus, Muhammad, Oscar, thank you for joining. Who says, can you tell me the name of the background music that you use? I don't know about the background music, unfortunately. I got this file long ago. I forgot which website I was using to download. And also, I checked the file name and it says, digits, numbers. So I don't know the name of the music, unfortunately. But this is my favorite type of music. I like this smooth and casual jazzy music. So it's my preference. I hope you enjoy the BGM also. All right, Arvid and Asif, thank you for joining. Great to see you. In TikTok, James, John On, and Butha. Mahardika, thank you for joining. All right, Arnold and Levinas, Chike, and Mr. Deadlift. Alex and Marcus, Rain, thank you for joining. Jay Wise, Moscow FX, thank you for joining as well. Let's see. Seal says, hi, Kason, is that standard basic package for Forex Tester good enough for back testing? Speaking of the Forex Tester, I recommend you to go for the Super subscription because Super subscription can enable you to trade and backtest lower time frames. So if you trade lower time frames like the 5-minute chart or the 50-minute chart, then Super will be the best. But if you only trade higher time frames like 1 hour above time frames, then I think basic or standard will be just enough. And you can switch anytime the subscription. So yeah, you can try from the standard first. And if you still want to see more details in the lower time frames, then you can upgrade to Super. I think that's also good. All right, Marcus and Rajan, Carbon, thank you for joining. Melanie, good to see you. Thank you for joining as well. And Babak, Amos, thank you for joining. All right, JY says, have a question about the Bollinger Band and stochastics. Saw one of the videos using the analysis, which I tried yesterday, but doesn't seem to work. So I use the Bollinger Band stochastics to look for an entry edge. So if you have downloaded a PDF that I provide in my web page, you can come to this free download and click on KTS Trading Strategy. And once you click on this link here, then you can actually come to this web page here, and you can click download to get my strategy PDF for free. And also you can watch this introduction video of my strategy and have a good understanding. And on this, I actually use the lower time frames. I usually entered 5 or 15-minute time frames. Mainly, I use the 5-minute chart for entries. And so this is how I pick which one to trade. So let me quickly pull up the PDF. I think this is a good timing to talk about my overall strategy. And in there, I use stochastics in Bollinger Bands and Fibonacci and the trend line, of course, price action for entry confirmation, what I call entry edge. So I don't trade, I don't execute whenever the market is trending. I will be precisely enter by confirming these multiple confirmations in the lower time frames. So let me see where it's a PDF. Oh, I think this is it. Yep. Okay. Oh, let me see. Yeah, so this is, oops, hold on. This is the free PDF that is available in public. So in case you haven't downloaded, please do. But so basically what I do is I check these, I divide multiple time frames into 3 categories. And one is the big time frame, what I call major trend. So I take daily chart or the hour chart to follow the direction. So it's either daily or 4. I don't trade both time frames. I take only either daily or the hour chart. So let's say I found daily chart to be bullish, but the 4-hour chart to be flat by using Ichimoku Kinko Hyo. And then I take the daily chart and then drop down to the mid time frame, which is my confirmation for the trend direction. So this one also, I take either 1 hour or the 30-minute chart. So let's say I say 1 hour chart to be uptrending, but 30 is flat. Then I take 1 hour and further drop down to the lower time frame, which are the entry confirmations, entry time frame. So I take either M15 or M5. And let's say I found M5, I got this confirmation. Then I take M5 to trade. And in M5, I don't use Ichimoku on these lower time frames. I only use the price action, stochastics, Bollinger Bands, and some other strategies. And you can find the list of the indicators I use on the page 10. If you can come to this PDF, I basically use here price action, which I call Sakata Goho. Sakata Goho is the classic candlestick pattern that I found it's most effective in any market situations. I also watch the price action in higher time frames too, to look into the market in details. But when it comes to looking for the trading edges, I take the Sakata Goho price action. And also lines, support line, resistance line, a trend line, counter trend line, and Tokyo box breakout. I use these lines confirmation. And also Bollinger Bands. I use the period 20 with the deviation 1, 2. I take the either squeeze or expansion of the Bollinger Bands. And then stochastics. My settings are K30, D10, and slowing 10. I take gold cross, dead cross, and divergence. And also Fibonacci retracement, expansion I use also. So these are overall tools I use to look for an entry edge, and I take at least 3 confirmations among these tools and signals. So let's say I see daily chart is bullish and 1 hour chart is bullish, and let's say I see stochastic gold cross. So before, when I was still losing, I took only 1 confirmation. Example is gold cross to trade, to buy. But I failed. Sometimes gold cross can be fake, the market retraced backwards, and I didn't know where to exit, so simply I let the market hit the stop loss, and over time I get some big losses. So then in my mind I thought, so how to avoid the fake gold cross on stochastics, or fake Fibonacci bounce, or fake trend line bounce? How can I avoid? The market is bullish in higher time frames, so the market should go up in the long term, but I can't seem to capture exact entry edge, trading edge. So how can I avoid such a fake? And then I came up with the idea of combining multiple confirmations. So instead of taking gold cross only, I look for other confirmations based on the list on this page. So for example, I take Tokyo box breakout. After Tokyo session ends, the market breaks the Tokyo resistance level. That will be the second confirmation. And then the Bollinger Bands might be expanding and it might be band walking. So I take that one also. And then I might see engulfing breakout. Inside of a breakout might be happening when I watch the chart. So I take this one too. So like this, I build up these confirmations. I might also see the retracement bounce on the Fibonacci level too. So I build up these confirmations and enter there. And then the probability for winning will be really higher. And also, even if the market retraces backwards, I know exactly where to exit. Because once multiple confirmations will be violated, basically that's when I exit. So that's how I built my strategy like this. So this is called, once again, KTS, K's trading strategy. I just named this a strategy on my own name, K's trading strategy, which is called KTS. And I use Ichimoku Kinko Hyo in higher time frames And in the lower time frames, I look for the confirmations on the indicators besides Ichimoku is what I usually trade, my strategies that I use basically. So yeah, and I put the stop loss strategy. I mentioned where exactly I put the stop losses every time I enter. And also break even. I also showed where exactly I set the break even. It's said also in this PDF. And then exit timing also. There are two exit timings in my opinion. One is exit before placing the break even line. And the exit after running some profits. That will be the profit exit. So there are two exit timings basically. So I mentioned these two timings like this. So yeah, so that's my PDF actually. So yeah, basically I use these trading edges. So coming back to the question, Bollinger Bands and stochastics seems not work. So that means you have to take a few other confirmations for entries. Yeah, and also I like to see exactly how you took the trade. So more than the entry chance, once you get used to it, exit timing becomes more important because exit timing is a part of the risk management. If the market retraces backwards, you have to exit at some point. Usually, I exit before the market hit the stop loss. My stop losses are usually in between 15 to 35 or 40 pips in range with a stop loss. So I usually exit when the market retraces in between 10 to 15 pips. Sometimes it goes up to 20 pips of loss, but 10 to 20 pips will be the range of my exit. But once again, I follow the major directions. So I take the daily chart or the forward chart to follow, but my entries and my exits are in scalping. I use the 5 or 15 minute time frames to capture exactly entry and exit. So I think this strategy is one and only. I think this is actually my original, and I never learned this strategy from someone. All my trades, all my strategies, all my career has been just my own, and I never learned Forex from somebody else. So yeah, this is something that I built myself. So yeah, so let me come back to some questions and comments. I get many comments as I explain my strategy today. So let's see, Alice says, Mr. K, last day in the daily time frame of Euro USD, that was bearish, but in the forward chart, daily chart, forward chart, the 1 hour chart time frames, that was bullish based on KTS. In these cases, what time frame we have to follow? If the, let's see, hold on, let me see, Euro USD, let me check. So daily chart is now range. Yeah, this is not bearish, but this is range. And let's see, in the forward chart, it was bullish yesterday, and 1 hour chart was also bullish, so we can follow the bullish trend. The daily chart is range in this case, so we can continuously follow the forward chart uptrend. But right now, the market retraced all the way back to Kijun Sen in the forward chart. So we have to wait for the bounce and goes up this way. Once the market breaks Kijun Sen, then it may go down to Kumo. So this is not a good timing to buy yet. Yeah. Chike says, kindly throw some light on exit strategy. So exit strategy is basically, two timings. Coming back to this PDF, as I explained over here. So exit timing before placing the break-even line. This is, before placing the break-even line means you lose. the market doesn't go towards the direction and you lose is a 4-1 example. So for example, you took the gold cross originally to trade. Gold cross, and you may took some band walk and some other confirmations to buy. And exit timing should be when you see these counter signals. So let's say take a gold cross for entry, then that cross will be an exit timing. Let's say you take the Fibonacci bounce, let's say 38.2%. Then if the market breaks that level, that will be an exit timing. So when you see reverse signal confirmations that it originally took for the entry timings, that should be an exit timing. So that's before the break-even line set. And after break-even line, you're running profit. So simply you keep following, you keep trading the profits, and when the market becomes flat, let's say you originally took the forward chart to buy, and you follow the forward chart direction, and once this time frame forward chart, Kumo Kijun Sen, becomes flat, Kumo Senko span B flat, A flat, and Kijun Sen becomes flat, as the market retraces backwards, this is when you exit. And this is my strategy. So I don't usually set the target TP. I used to set the TP, but now I don't, so that I can maximize my profits, and it actually increases my profit factor, drastic improvement. So yeah, you simply trail the profits along the way until the original time frame you took for following the market trend ends, yeah, by confirming the Kumo flat and Kijun Sen flat. So that's the exit timings. Arnold says today I think the market is still not stable. What do you think, Kay? Yeah, basically I'm away from the charts now. Markets are ranging, retracing, so not a good timing to trade, in my view. Bak says, I just started to trade in Forex and fortunately I found your channel. My first question is, which broker do you work with? I use the XM trading. Yeah, I use XM trading. Okay, Marcus says, Kaysen, market has been ranging this week. Any prediction or watching pairs for NFP tomorrow? So since the markets are ranging now, most likely I come back next week. Tomorrow, I don't think I will trade because most likely, the market can be spiky at the NFP, and I might lose the positions or break even, for example. So I don't think I will trade. I will come back to next week. Okay, Hui says, I'm selling pound Swiss franc M5, all right? Make sure that you put the stop loss. Yeah, risk management is a key to success. Muhammad says, I have difficulty to confirm entry edge using Ichimoku at lower market movements. Any key ideas? So Ichimoku Kinko Hyo, I don't use for entry edge. For entry edge, I use only these indicators. Ichimoku for me is capture the bigger picture of the market, overall market situation. But in the lower time frames, Ichimoku is a bit too lagging, so I don't use them. Yeah. Let's see. Alex also says, I will sell pound Swiss franc if we break support and close underneath on the daily chart. 6-7 hours until then. All right, let me check pound Swiss franc. Looks like it's moving now. Pound Swiss franc in the daily chart. Oh, okay, so it's about to break the support. And Kumo Senko span A is pointing down. Kijun Sen is pointing down. Tenkan Sen also down. Chikou span below candles. So it could break the support. Yeah, oh, looks like this support level 1.2103 had 3 times, including this time. So yeah, it could break the support level bearish. Let me check the 1-hour chart for confirmation. Okay, yeah, in 1-hour chart, I can see that the Senko span A is bearish, but in Kijun Sen bearish, Chikou span below candles, so it could break the support. But previously, there was a retracement in Y wave, happens like this. Not the Y wave, sorry, this is called box range happens. So yeah, to be safer, I would wait for the breakout. I would wait for the breakout and sell afterwards. This is Swiss franc pair, and Swiss franc pairs can be tricky sometimes. It may reverse backwards very soon. So that's why I kind of stay away from these Swiss franc pairs. So yeah, if you're placing the sell already, then you can keep holding until the market breaks Tenkan-sen in 1-hour chart. Yeah, so that would be the strategy. In this case, I would wait for the support level breakout. TikTok says we'll be doing a review of your March trades this Saturday. We'll see. If I can come up with the ideas of what to talk about, then I will. Okay, let's see. Thank you for joining, everybody. Great to see you. Augustine says, do you have a video to show how to operate the back tester? Yes, you can come to my webpage, scroll down a little bit, then you can see this FT4. On this FT4 playlist, I have run the tester and I showed how to backtest, so you can actually watch these videos. A booklet for the Kyushu Ashi. Yep. That will be coming. That's under my project list. All right. So yeah, let me check some let's see, markets for now. So I will shift up to the daily time frame, and let's see, as a screen like this. Okay, looks like everything so far has been retracing backwards now. Not a good timing to trade, obviously. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, pound Swiss franc really looks to be, breaking the support. So I will mark this one, pound Swiss franc. Other than that, I think all the markets are retracing. Yeah, JPY pair is retracing back to daily Kijun Sen. So yeah, not really a good timing to trade. Yeah, even pound Swiss franc, because there was previously 2 supports. Yeah, I would prefer to wait for the break of the support, in my opinion. So far today, markets are quiet and not really tradable. Let me check some of the charts. Let me check XAU-USD gold. So here is gold, the daily chart, and this is also range. It's still flat Kumo, flat Kijun Sen, Chikou span touching, so it's range. I don't really touch this situation. And let's see, WTI still below the forecast lines. Looks like it's heading back to the Kumo now. So this is also not a good time to buy. You can look for the buy chance after the breakout of the Kijun Sen and the forecast lines bullish. I think, yeah, not really a good one to trade. Let me check some index based on the daily time frame. Where is Ichimoku here? Okay, still loading. But price action wise, this is Y wave called, and this last I wave broke 2 resistances or 3 resistances. It was a strong bullish trend, broke the Kumo, but yeah. So after the Kumo breakout, there was a Sanyaku Koten signal. But the timing on this Chikou span break and Kumo breakout happened at the same time. So yeah, this might be fake Kumo breakout. It may test the Senkou span A or Tenkan-sen and bounce and goes up in this way. And let me check some other index. I see all red result in the index. So looks like they are all bearish. Yeah, let's see. So I think I have mentioned this on the previous video. Was it the I think S&P 500 is the strongest one among all the 3 US index. If you can look only focus on this candlestick and Kumo distance, Dow Jones candlestick Kumo is like this much, and Nasdaq and Nasdaq Kumo and candlestick distance are like this much, and also S&P 500. You see the longest distance between Kumo and the candlestick. So this is the strongest bullish. It also broke the resistance. So yeah, S&P 500 looks to be a very strong bullish trend. Yeah, Euro stocks still ranging. FTSE 100 also broke the Kumo, but yeah, Kumo bullish. Okay, Kumo bullish, and then Tenkan Kijun-sen gold cross happened. Chikou span breakout is about to happen. So yeah, I would wait until the Chikou span clearly comes above the candles to buy. Tech funds ranging. DAX index also ranging too. Chikou span exactly overlapping. And when I see this, Chikou span may continue to trace the previous candles. So this downtrend could be continuous. So yeah, we have to wait for the Chikou span break and Kumo breakout to be able to look for the buy chance. And here's Nifty. Nifty is still ranging. Chikou span break happened, Kumo breakout happened, but these are happening at the same time. So just like Nikkei, it may retrace backwards. Kumo twist hasn't happened yet. So this is still not a good market to trade. This is range. It may retrace backwards. And but AU200 is bullish. You can see that the Kumo bullish market is above Tenkan Kijun-sen and Chikou span above candles. So it may retrace back to Tenkan-sen and bounce and goes up is my expectation. It may slightly retrace, bounce on this Tenkan-sen and goes up this way. But as for the trading opportunity, today is not a good day on all these markets. Lastly, let me check the Bitcoin. BTC USD. BTC USD broke the ascending P wave bullish and also the resistance level bullish too. So looks like it's heading towards the weekly Kijun-sen. Weekly Kijun-sen is actually on the similar level to the previous resistance levels, which was 51011.74. So the market could go up to the weekly Kijun-sen. It's bullish. However, I don't trade Bitcoin. I don't trade any cryptos. So this is only my analysis. My profession is into Forex. So yeah, basically that's my impression for these pairs? Okay, okay. Thank you for joining from Dubai. Glad to see someone in Dubai here. Thank you for joining. Jim Jam says, do you have an affiliate link for your trading platform? Yes, I do. Please let me know by email. Then I can send you the referral link. You can get some discount and some good deal on this platform. This is, how about USDJPY? For USDJPY, this is a daily time frame, and the market is retracing back to Kijun Sen. So in the short term, that will be a sell. But in the long term, it's bullish. So my expectation is the market retraces back to the daily Kijun Sen and bounce and goes up this way. Okay, thank you for joining, everybody. Suresh, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Asun says, we need advanced Ichimoku trading. You don't have to know advanced technique. Basics will do. Arnold says, your screening pairs faster than the flash. Oh, my screening, because I'm just used to it. Yeah, I explain on YouTube step by step, and that's why it takes time. But when I sit on myself alone, screening, it takes only maybe 2 minutes to screen 21 pairs. Arania says silver weekly. Okay, let me check silver weekly chart. XAG USD. Right, let's see. On the weekly time frame, the market is exactly into Kumo now, and Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Tenkan Sen flat. So this is range. So yeah, stay away would be my advice. No significance. There was a double bottom previously, a neckline break, but the market is now retracing back to Tenkan Kijun Sen. So once the market breaks Kumo, then it may turn bearish or range. So or uptrend, we're not sure. So when we are not sure which way it's going, simply stay away. It's my advice. All right, thank you for joining, everybody. Great to see you. Okay, let's see. I'm new in Forex trading. Usually, how many day market will retrace? Not like usually how many days or so. Not really. Depends. So simply we monitor the chart, and whenever it reverses, you simply act. Yeah, I don't. At least for me, I don't really expect like how many days or when the market reverses. I don't really expect that. But rather, I simply monitor it every day, and when I notice the difference between yesterday and today, then I get ready to trade today. If the market is still the same as yesterday, range market, then simply I stay away today. So, we have to be adaptive to market movements. We are not here to predict the future. Martin says, hi everyone, wish you all beautiful day and night. Stay safe and healthy, guys. Oh, thank you for the comment. Just to leave that comment, you typed, so thank you for joining. Thank you for your comment. Okay, Jim Jam says, SOL USDT. Okay, so that's a crypto, right? That's a crypto. SOL, do I have it on my watch list? Oh, here we go. Okay, so that's the daily time frame. Okay, So daily time frame broke the Kumo. Kumo is now turning bullish, and Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen bullish, Chikou span above candles. So that's bullish now. That's bullish. And it broke the resistance. So this bullish trend could be continuous. Yeah. You can also follow the forward chart. In the forward chart, the market has been supported by this Kijun-sen many times. So Kijun-sen will be trustable. If you buy, then stop loss should be slightly below the Kijun-sen and keep holding along the way. All right, hello Mark, thank you for joining. JY says, could you please check Pound CAD? All right, Pound CAD, I think it was ranging. But let me see. Pound CAD in a daily time frame, it's retracing for the last 2 days. Looks like it's retracing back to Tenkan-sen. So because previously there were twice or 3 times resistances back to Tenkan-sen. So this time it may retrace back to Tenkan-sen and then start to go downwards. So until the market touches Tenkan-sen, we can just stay away. So Ichimoku makes things so easier to analyze charts. And whenever I see charts like this, there's no second thoughts. Like, let's say if the market, start to be bearish, then what should I do? Before, I used to think like that, but now I don't really. I simply wait for the retracement back to the Tenkan-sen and bounce, and then start to go down, and then look for the sell chance. But if the market starts to go down from here, then I simply wait for the breakout or the support and look for the sell chance. So you can be adaptive to the market situations. Johnny K says, good day K-san and everyone, what are your views on GJ? GJ is retracing back to the daily Kijun-sen. So if you are setting in the short term, the target will be the daily Kijun-sen or in the resistance level 158.11 in the short term. Okay, Dream says, where do you live, sir? Oh, I live in Dubai. Since last July, I have been in Dubai. I was planning to go back to Japan to visit sometime in April or May, but looks like there is no flight tickets available, so I guess I will give up. And I will come back to visit whenever I can. No rush. Aranya says, Silver Weekly, can you explain the cloud on to the right? Are that all sitters? Hold on, let me see. Silver Weekly. Okay. And the weekly time frame. Silver Weekly chart, Kumo is bearish, but Senko span B flat, A flat, so simply it's range. The Kumo shows long-term market momentum, and whenever you see Kumo flat, that means in the long term, it's flat range. So yeah, we are not really sure which way it's going from here. In the fundamentally speaking, it's I think bullish. Gold and silver will be bullish fundamentally speaking, but in this weekly time frame basis, we're not sure still which way it's going. Okay, let's see. Chitan says, how to apply for Asian market as they usually open gap and gap down. When you see gaps in between the candles, between Friday to Monday or between the days, then you just wait until whether the market fills the gap or doesn't fill the gap. If the market fills the gap, then most likely the market goes towards that direction. And if the market does not fill the gap, then the market most likely goes towards the direction against the gap. So that's how I look at the gaps. Marcus says, on average, how many trades do you have per month? Per month, in average, I have 10 to 15 trades. I have 10 to 15. On the month of March, I think I had only 7 or 8 trades. So the number of trades for myself is very small. And that's because I stay away from the markets long time. And so if you ask me to sit in the PC all day, then I might have more trading opportunities, but simply I don't want to do it because I want to do some other things besides trading, and I want to enjoy my life. So before, I used to trade all day long because I thought it's fun and I thought I can make more profits, but the result was not really true. Even if I trade 20 times or 30 times per day, my profits were not really much more. It was sometimes my profit became less than taking 2 trades per month. And that's why I decided to be selective in which pair and which timing to trade and which timing I don't trade. Okay, so that's my strategy. But if you want to apply my strategy and monitor chart every day, every single hour, then you will be, for sure, you will have more opportunities. Okay, so let me just get one more comment and end the live stream and switch to Ichimoku membership live. Let me see. Dan says, could you take a look at Euro Swiss franc, right? Euro Swiss franc. So let's see. Euro Swiss franc is over here. Okay, so this is called a P wave. The lower highs and higher lows. This is P wave and Kumo flat and Kijun Sen flat. Kijun Sen's down, but the market is in between Kijun Sen and Kumo and Chikou span very close. So this is not a good time to trade. So when I say not a good time to trade, then simply I stay away. And I say this because I take the daily chart or the forward chart to trade. But if you take the 1 hour, then you may see more trends. But I don't follow 1 hour because it's very tricky. Based on my backtesting, 1 hour basis, it wasn't really profitable. So simply, it was profitable, but it was a bit risky. So I prefer to take daily or 4 in Forex pairs. And if I don't see any trends on these 2 time frames, then simply I stay away based on this Ichimoku confirmation first. Okay, so I will end the live for now. Thank you for joining, everybody, once again. And I wish you have a great day today. And tomorrow, there will be non-farm payrolls, NFP, and it might impact the market hugely. So in case you are not trading right now, then you can just monitor but no trades and come back next Monday. So for those who join public, I will see you tomorrow. And for those who are Ichimoku members, I will see you at the Ichimoku membership live in about 10 minutes. So until I see you either way, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. All right. Thank you. Bye for now. Mata ne.